I call the honourable member for Longman.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, my question is to the Minister for Communications. Will the Minister update the House on the performance of the NBN for the 2013-14 financial year? How does this performance align with the government's goal of ensuring Australia's largest infrastructure project is delivered in a reliable, honest and transparent way?
I call the honourable Minister for Communications.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thank the honourable member for his question, and I can confirm for the first time in its history the National Broadband Network project, the NBN Co, has actually met, indeed exceeded, a target. Under the previous administration, of course, one target was set after another only to be missed. But at June 30 this year, the NBN passed 492,000 premises with fibre. The target set shortly after the election was 467,000 premises. Now, that is a very, very big change. But the honourable member for Grayndler, during the period that he likes to refer to as the golden age of communications, that brief period when he was the minister, he promised me a question about that one day. I'm waiting for it. But, Madam Speaker, when he was the minister just before the election, he was in the Late Line studio with me and he said, in the course of an interview, the NBN was on time and on budget. And at that time, just before the election, the Labor government was promising that it was going to, by June 30 this year, pass 1.3 million premises. Now they knew that even the NBN Co under their management knew that it wasn't going to do that, because they had on their desk a write-down of that target, just like the 1.3 million had been a write-down of the target before, by about 400,000. It was a classic case of these cascading targets falling one after the other, hopelessly incompetent in government and now irresponsible in opposition, because they are failing to adjust to the reality of the current situation, which is getting this project back on track. And we're doing that with competent management, a competent board, transparency that matches that of a public listed company. Every quarter, the NBN's financials are published. Every 6 months, there is a full analyst briefing. Now, I hear the member for Chifley interjecting there. He was one of the great advocates of the NBN Co. He was part of the cult, the fibre to the premises cult, which ignored actually connecting anybody. All they wanted to do was get fibre to the press release, and oh boy, they got that. They got fibre to more press releases than any government in the history of the Commonwealth. But what we've done is we've got fibre to more customers than any other government. In fact, there are three times as many customers connected to the NBN Co as there were at the time of the last election. That's real action, real progress, the mark of a grown-up government of real competence.